Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you are new, a big hello. In today's video we are going to be having a look at my completed pages for February. So this is actually January and February's for this year because I didn't manage to get hardly any done in January, so I thought I'd wait and do a February finished pages. And I'm also late filming, so I'm sorry it's took so long to get this up for you guys to watch, but better late than never. So the first book that I'm going to share with you is Enchanted Faces, and that's by Hannah Lynn. So in this one I did the second page, so I think it's called Charlene. Yeah, that's the one. So this is the picture that I completed, and I decided to give a nice pink hair and a matching bikini. So for this one I used the Ohuhu watercolour markers. So I used them for the hair, and the background was done in pencil, so it was just the hair that I did a base coat with the Ohuhu markers. I used some gold gel pen to fill in her little earrings and the little buckle details on her little outfit. I used the Cause pastel pencils to add in some shade on top of the marker that I'd added in. I also did the tail with the marker pen and added in some shadow to that as well. And then for this skin, I used the Cause pastel pencils and the Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils, just so that I'd got the colours that I wanted, because I didn't quite have all of the ones that I wanted in the Cause pastel set. And then for this little background rim here, it's a nice green glitter, if you can see that at all. I did that with the Inklab glitter pens, so they're acrylic paint pens, but they've got glitter in, so a bit like a Posca pen but with glitter. And then I just used some Posca to go around the little water splash details in the background. But that's how this one came out, so I was quite happy with how the hair came out. Hair's not actually my strongest forte, but I think this one turned out quite nicely. So that is the first little page. Okay, so next we've got one from Disney Portraits, and this book is by Hatchet Heroes. So in this one I decided to do Dumbo. It's in here somewhere. Ah, there he is. So I'd already done this page with the Monsters Inc. character, so I wanted to do Dumbo as well. So for this one, I've got like gold stars up here, which hopefully you can see the sparkle on them. And then at the bottom, I did these ones in red so that they were a little bit different. So for that, I used the Inklab glitter paint markers again, just to give them a bit of a sparkle. And then for Dumbo himself, I used the Arteza pencils. So I've got the 120 set, and I tried to sort of add different colours into his ears to make it look like it was getting lighter in the middle, just to give it a little bit of a different colour rather than doing all his ear in one colour. And I did the same for his cheeks, added a bit of a pink colour into his cheeks, just so he's got a little bit of a different colour, because he's all quite grey and bluey toned. And I really like how his little hat came out. I think that looked really cute. So I just tried to keep the colour palette quite similar. So obviously he was grey, and then like with his little red and yellow necklace or neck scarf, I'm not sure what you'd call that, and his little hat was yellow. So I thought I'd do this to match, so sort of a yellow and red matte. So yeah, he came out quite nice and cute. So that is this page. Next, I've got one from Mine Reese Dutch Asian, which is Rita Berman's new book. Now for this one, I did do a colour along on my channel, and I posted a video each day of each different little section of the page. It must be further back than that. Let's have a look. There we go. The little thing's bent, so I didn't see it. So for this one, I used the Arteza pencils again. We used a bit of white gel pen, some, we didn't use a gold pen actually, that was just the gold pencil from the Arteza set. I thought it might have been a gold gel pen, but it wasn't. I remember now. So yeah, this is how this little page came out. So I did one little picture each video for you guys to watch and just posted them daily for you. But yeah, it's quite a nice little picture. It was quite a lot of fun to colour, just trying to do different colours on different rows and make it a little bit interesting. So yeah, that was that one. So next I did a page in Romantic Country by Erie, and I think this is the first book of hers. And I did this page here. So this is like the little bedroom scene. I'll bring it up so that you guys can take a closer look. So we've got some little flowers at the top here. And then here's the little middle section with the bedroom and all of the little books and decor in there. And then we've got some matching flowers down the bottom. So for this one, I used the Artex 72 pencils. So it was the first time that I tried them. And I wanted to use it in here because I know that this book is really good sort of quality paper. So I wanted to give them a bit of a test and see how they worked. And I'm actually quite happy with them. They're really nice pencils. They're quite soft and they do build quite nicely to give you a good blend. And then the only other thing that I used on here was some white Posca pen to go around the little lampshade to make that look like it's white. And I used some on the mirror, so some white lines on the mirror to give that a little bit of a effect of like a reflection. And then I added some stars into the moon in the background there out the window. And then I used a pink glitter gel pen to go around this sort of border in the middle here. So if I tilt this, you might be able to see the glitter in that. And I think that was all I used. Oh, I used some gold gel pen as well, actually. So the little lamp is in gold gel pen and its little top. And then I added a little bit of gold gel pen around the mirror as well. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with how that came out. I do like the Artex pencils. They work really nicely. I think they were about £35 for the set on Amazon. So not too expensive. I think that's a little bit cheaper than the Arteza pencils. I think I paid a little bit more for them. But yeah, they're nice pencils, they work well, and I'm quite happy with how it came out in this page, how everything turned out. So I will be using them again in different books and let you know how they get on in different books. But that was this one. Next, I've got one in Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson. So with this book, I've actually only coloured one page, which is this little page at the very beginning of the book. So I thought I need to come back to this and actually do some more pictures. So I decided to do this one here with like these little bottles. They're like almost like perfume bottles, but I'm not sure, but they're very cute. Maybe they're little potions. I just decided to do them sort of like pink, blue and purple, just so that it was a little bit different. Ooh. See if I can get that all in the shot for you. There you go. So yeah, I decided to do these with the Brute Ferner macaroon pencils. So all the sort of details within these little bottles was done with them. And then I used some gold gel pen to add some sort of sparkles to the little details on the bottles themselves. So like all the little tiny bits around the edges I did with some gold. And the same for this one and this one. And then I used some white gel pen to go around this little gem here to make that look a bit more like a gem. And I did the same for this one as well, and went around the edges of these two sort of bottles to make them look a bit more like glass so that you couldn't see the black lines around the edge. And then what I wanted to do was, rather than doing like one colour in the background, I decided to use some soft pastels. So I went around the purple one with like a purple soft pastel, and then around the blue with a lighter blue, and obviously pink around the pink bottle. And then I used a darker blue to fill in the little gaps around, just so that they sort of stood out a little bit more and were like the main focus of the page. But I'm really happy with how this page came out. I actually really like the effect that it gave. And I put the white Posca on first, and then I did the soft pastel afterwards, and I sort of rubbed it over the white Posca, so it did kind of add a little bit of a purple tint and a pink tint to the Posca, so it didn't stand out and it wasn't just bright white. So I quite like that effect. And I used the gold gel pen for this chain as well, just to make that look a little bit more gold and sparkly. And I think that's everything that I used on this page. But it was a lot of fun to colour, and I think there's lots of pages in here that are really, really pretty, so I need to do more pages in this book. So that's that one. And then last but not least, I've got one from Johanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder. And again, this one is one that I did a colour along on my channel. So if you guys want to watch that, you can check that out. Where is the page? And you can never find it. Ah, there it is. So I did this one, which I believe was like a lost property page. So it's got all different kinds of things on there. We've got a dinosaur, some dice, a big fish, a world, a flower, a teapot, all different weird and wonderful objects. So for this one, I used the Arteza pencils, 120 set again. And I decided to do all the different items in there, different colours, and make it quite bright and colourful. And then for the background, I tried to do like a bit of like a galaxy effect with the pencils. So I just used like blue, purple and pink and blended them together, and then added in some stars afterwards just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And I made it into a circle shape just so that it is an actual circle there. But yeah, there's loads of little tiny details in this picture, so it did take quite a while to do. And I think I posted it in like 4 different videos for you guys to watch. So yeah, I mean, if you want to see it, it's still up on my channel for you guys to watch. But I really like how this page came out. And I think this little mushroom down here is my favourite little part of the page, to be honest. That and the dinosaur. The dinosaur stands out because he's nice and bright green. But yeah, so that was everything that I managed to get finished, you guys. So I know it's not a lot, but I wanted to share it with you anyway. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.